Preamble. Preamble plays a vital role in shaping a long-term goals and achieving peace and unity within the country because preamble, it gives a brief idea or an overview of what the Constitution is. And in 1987 Constitution preamble, I want to emphasize the line, promote common good, conserve and develop our patrimony because from the line itself, I could tell that the main objective of the 1987 Constitution is to promote common good, which means it will be beneficial or addressed to the public, or in a simple word, it is the general welfare of the Filipino people. The second one is the conserve and develop our patrimony, which means it is the conservation and enhancement of the country's national resources, human resources, cultural heritage, and people's intelligence. Article number 1, the national territory. Under this article, this is a written evidence of what the Philippines territory in terms of terrestrial, fluvial, maritime, and aerial domain, which includes territorial sea, the seabed, the insular shelves, the subsoil, and other submarine areas in where the Philippines have sovereignty or jurisdiction. This is the reason why the Spratlys Island or the Scarborough Shoal belong to the Philippines because it was written in the 1987 Constitution that the Spratlys Islands or the Scarborough Shoal were included inside the 200 nautical miles from the baseline of the Philippines. Therefore, the Filipino people are the one who have the right to own or to fish on the specific area, which is the Spratlys Island and the Scarborough Shoal. Article number 2, the Declaration of Principles in State Policies, Section number 10. The state shall promote social justice in all phases of national development. The main objective of Section 10 is to promote social justice, wherein social justice is the distribution of wealth, opportunities, and privilege in all societies, which includes spheres of life such as race, gender, environment, and other cause or manifestation of inequality. For us to have a better understanding about social justice, let's connect social justice in 5 words with example. The first one is the accessibility, participation, diversity, equity, and human rights. Accessibility, meaning every individual or everyone should have the ability to access the accessible education, environment, employment, and health worker. The best example of it is the COVID-19 vaccine, which everyone should have the ability to avail that vaccine. Number 2 is the participation. Everyone has the opportunity to use platform to participate in making policies that would affect their well-being. The best example of it are the representative of municipalities, regions, cities, or the representative of different ethnic groups. The third one is the diversity. To become an effective policymaker, the state should recognize and accept the factors that create barriers, and they should have or make techniques to avoid conflicts. The best example of it is the 180 different ethnic groups and languages occur in the Philippines. Number 4 is the equity. Social justice does not necessarily mean equality because the state should not be focused on distribution of wealth in an equal manner, but instead they should give more priority to those people who are less fortunate. The best example of it is the Social Amelioration Program, which prioritizes the people who are under poorest of the poor number. Number 5 is the human rights. Social justice and human rights are inevitably separable because these rights manifest law which grants freedoms of speech, voting, criminal justices, prosecution, and other basic rights. Article number 6, the Legislative Department. Section number 10. The salaries of Senates and House of Representatives shall determined by law. No increase of such compensation shall take effect until after the expiration of full term of all members of Senate and the House of Representatives approving such increase. According to this provision, it is not prohibited for the members of Congress to receive their allowances and compensation, but it should be regulated, well-defined, and determined by law, or if there is such an increase. This section number 10 has something to do with section number 20 because section number 20 promote transparency of book of accounts and itemize expenditures and receive allowances to avoid corruption. In article number 17 and 18, it provides the corresponding salaries of senates. President are expected to receive 300,000 pesos, Vice President, President of Senates, Chief Justice of Supreme Courts, and Speaker of House of Representatives are expected to receive allowances of 240,000 pesos, while senators, members of House of Representatives, Associate Justice, and Chairman of Commissions are expected to receive allowances of 204,000 pesos. Article number 12, National Economy and Patrimony, Section number 10. From the title itself, we could easily understand that the objective of Section 10 is for the state to have national economic and development agencies which improve the life of Filipino people. National Economic and Development Agencies or Pambansang Pangisawaan sa Kabuhayan at Pagpapaunlad is a cabinet-level agency of Philippine government which is responsible for economic development and planning. One of the best of their program is which encourages Filipino to formation and operation of enterprises or the MSME, the Magna Carta and Barangay Micro-Business Enterprises that mandate financing for enterprises to obtain funds. Section 10 also tells that foreigners can do business in the Philippines because they contribute great investments in the economy, but there are rules that must be followed. If the corporation is a Philippine domestic corporation, at least 60% of the investments or stocks are held by the Filipino people and majority of the board of directors are Filipino. And if the corporation exceeds 40% of the stocks are held by the foreigner, the corporate secretary and treasurer must be Filipino and the minimum paid-up capital is $200,000. Would be all. Thank you.